everyone, and welcome back inside of the Rogers studio for another episode of Knights Talk. I'm your host, Matt Sanderson, and the Meaford Knights coming off of a pretty good win on Saturday, 7-1 over the South Muskoka Shield. Nice way to bounce back after losing on last Thursday, to the Bradford Bulls 4-2. In studio with us, we have Martin Badura and Ricards, Ralf, Gorobecs, and I've been trying to pronounce his name this whole time while you're here, but guys, thanks for being in the studio tonight.
Thanks for having us today.
Yeah. All right, so I know it's been kind of an up and down season for you guys, and we've mentioned it all season long about how you guys are a young squad, but how big of a game was it the other night, Ricards, as we'll start with you, for you guys to win after losing the tough loss at home the other night?
I think it was pretty good to win a game like that because we need those points to, I think our goal is to get fourth place so we can have home advantage for playoffs, so all points are, so we need to get all points, so it was really good to win a game like that.
And yeah, Martin, you guys are only a couple points actually out of fourth place here. As you get down into the latter part of your games heading into these playoffs, what's really the mindset and the mentality for this club?
I think we're very familiar, like in our team, and we are a good group. Yeah. Nobody is selfish, and we have teamwork, very good teamwork.
All right, so let's first of all go and take a look around the GMHL, and we're going to start over with the North Division standings. And the Bradford Rattlers actually suffered their first overtime loss in actually all season long, but their first loss in a long time, as Ville-Marie beat them, I think it was 8-3 or 8-4 the other night. So you see there, they've got 55 points. They're only 5 points ahead of Temiskaming now, who's putting a good front forward there. And then Ville-Marie only 2 points behind them for third place. Almagwin with 39 points. West Nipissing with 37. 1 point ahead of the Meaford Knights, who are in sixth place right now. And the Knights 1 point ahead of Newt-Tecumseth, and then the Bradford Bulls, South Muskoka Shield, and Ottawa round out the final 10 there. And then as we go over to the South Division, St. George leading the way there, and well, doing it pretty handily too. 9 points ahead right now over Tillsonburg, and then Windsor, Kingsville, North York, Niagara-on-the-Lake, Northumberland, and Niagara round out your top 8 there. We'll go over to GMHL scoring now. Still leading the way is Bryce Yetman. Absolutely ridiculous, 119 points in 31 games. I looked at the stats the other night, and he had 114 points in 30 games, so he ended up getting 5 points the other night. He's been tearing it up all season long for Windsor. You have Anthony Moda from St. George as well, Ivan Bodarenko from Tillsonburg, and then Anton Trublin and Liam Hurley round out your top 5 there. As you see Hugo Bloom down there with Ville-Marie in the 10th and final spot. A lot of it comes from over in the South Division with the scoring over there. But as we go over to the Knights scoring, take a look, and Eli Kinsman, he's doing pretty good for himself this season. 50 points on the year, 17 goals, 33 assists. Tyson Goditis in there as well, 46 points, 42 for Connor Long. And as we go down, Martin Badura, one of the gentlemen in studio tonight, 16 points on the year. Wojtek Sobota, 14. Nils Mundsberg, 14 as well. So that rounds out your top 10. You can see it there. Guys, there really isn't much doubt in the sense of you guys have such a solid couple lines, especially that top line with Kinsman and Goditis and whatnot. But what do you guys make of your play so far this year, being in the league for your first year?
Well, I think my specialty, my skills are aggressive play, PK, and stuff like that, like to make breakouts and things like that.
Do you feel like you're starting to excel at that a little bit more this year?
I guess so. Yeah, every year it helps. It helps to get better every year. So,
Martin, you seem like you you have. I mention your name a lot of the time in the broadcast because you're all over the ice. Is that kind of one of your game plans, to try to be in that play as much as possible, and then you jump into the offensive rush?
Yeah, I like the smart plays. I don't really like hitting, but I like passing and shooting, yeah, and skating too. It's my priority to be the best in skating.
All right, so let's take a look at the upcoming games. And as we mentioned before, it's getting a little bit down the road as the end of the regular season wraps up. February the 14th, home against the Bradford Rattlers. But speaking of the Bradford Rattlers, they're going to be playing against against Meaford on Thursday, January the 31st. They're home to New Tecumseh on Sunday, and as you see that as it goes down there, you've got the Bulls, the Rattlers, South Muskoka, Almaguin, Ville Marie, Bulls again, and then Rattlers to round out your final 8 games there. You guys started off pretty light in the season. I think one of the reasons why you guys didn't have as many games, obviously an important craft show for the town being there, kind of set you guys back a little bit though. Was it hard maybe playing with that many games in the second half of the season?
Yeah, I think December was pretty hard, but I think we did good. So it was just really nice that it was December, so we played those games and then we could go home, rest, and come back even stronger for the rest of the season.
All right, and you mentioned to me earlier you're from Latvia. Were you able to go back home to Latvia for the holidays?
No, I didn't go back home
No.
to Latvia. I went to see my friend in New York.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, and Martin, the power play has been something that's kind of been up and down for the club. You guys have seemed like you're putting things together as of late. What are your thoughts on that?
It seems like first power play line is doing really good, but we have to work on power play too. It's not that really good, but we are getting better.
And for yourself, during the holidays, did you go anywhere spectacular, or did you kind of keep it low key?
Oh, just meet my friends
Yeah?
and spend time with my family.
All right, that's awesome. Okay, so you guys have your final 8 games coming up here. A couple of them, you have some big teams, the Rattlers, Ville Marie. What is the game plan for you guys to be able to walk into, say, Bradford and try to knock off that top team that you know that you're going to probably have to face sometimes in the playoffs?
We need to work hard on the ice. We need to make a lot of hits. We need to work as a team. And if we're going to do that, we can beat everyone.
All right. Well, we wish you guys all the best. And thanks for coming on the show. You guys seemed a little hesitant, but you guys did a good job. So thanks again, guys. And good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So that does it for this edition of Knights Talk. Stay with us because we'll be back on the show next week. We'll have 2 more special guests here on Rogers TV.